fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I've bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long.
Hello, hello, it's Pirate Weasel back at it for another exciting session at our Deathless Challenge run. We are approaching close to week 60 here. Oh, week 59. Well, I think it's gonna stay week 59 after this week because of the Endless Harvest. It's about time to take on the Thing from the Stars. So, pretty excited to see how that turns out here.
In truth, I cannot tell how much time has passed since I sent that letter.
I have a few notes here I made. So, I want to use Endless Harvest to get Man-at-Arms to level 6 and then block Wolf while Man-at-Arms is stress healing with a town quest event. And I'm looking for a way to slow down my Crusader. Is there any way to slow him down so that he can possibly roll at the end of the turn? So if he can stun Thing from the Stars before he's a chance to, at the very end of the turn, then he won't have a chance to use his buffs. Is the idea, but I don't know that I actually have any items that reduce Crusader's speed. The Scouting Cloak would have been great for that. It gives like minus 10 speed on the first round or something, but unfortunately I was never able to pick one up. So yeah. If that's the case, what am I looking for on Crusader then? So these are all filled up. Any diseases I plan on curing? Maybe the worries from this Jester? Rabies? I think I'm still actually sticking on Hellion here. Hell's Hairpin gives so much extra accuracy. I think that we can just slap a second accuracy item on her and just call it a day. Give her a ton of extra damage with Rabies. 15%, damn, I thought it was like 10% or something. Rabies, not bad, not too bad. And Aquarian is still missing. That should be fine, because I'm not taking her this week now. I've decided to take on Thing from the Stars. Any other considerations here? The Dazzling Mirror would be nice as well. Oh yeah, I wanted to check the resistances on Thing from the Stars to see if it's worth getting the Ashen Distillation item on Plague Doctor. Her Farmstead Trinket, which I might just get anyway. He is 40% in Apprentice, so it's actually not a guaranteed blight without that trinket. With the trinket, it's a guarantee, so yeah, I'll lean towards it here. So at 45, and I want Mirror Shield 2, so that's plus 75. So I'm up to 120, so I have barely enough shards to get both of those items. I'll save this for when Wolf actually spawns, or when I need this for Man-at-Arms. I could also get the Spectral Spear Tip. I could afford both the Spectral Spear Tip and the Ashen Distillation, but the downside of that is that if Wolf does spawn, I won't have enough shards for Mirror Shield. And I don't have any other anti-stun item here. The thing is, Spectral Spear Tip would be really good for the Thing from the Stars mission here as well. Since I can't get both Spectral Spear Tip, or I can't get Spectral Spear Tip and Mirror Shield, it's always going to be a combination of Ashen Distillation and one of the other ones, so I guess I'll just buy Ashen Distillation now. And that dodge is actually not too bad for Plague Doctor as well. And that means I can just stick her in the back row and play her like a regular Plague Doctor with Blights. Normally the Blights are not so good in the Wheel and the Warrens because of the resistances, but with extra 45% Blight, And they might as well be like skeletons and, you know, fish and stuff. It's a lot of extra blight chance. I'm also wondering if I should just slap on Salacious Diary instead of Ancestor's Scroll, because the 10% stress might actually matter against Thing from the Stars. And what is Shieldbreaker gonna want? Here's the question. Same with Crusader. He might benefit more from a focus ring, whereas Shieldbreaker... The Overture box does not reduce her... does not increase her stress, so that's a consideration here. And then accuracy item might just have to be Moonring. Or the Surgical Gloves, actually. I just want to avoid giving them stress items if it can be avoided. If I do this, then there's no diseases I need to cure. There's no one I need to grab here. Although Fairweather Fighter is pretty good. Vestal will be 2 leveled up after this week. So here's the thing, if I keep my roster as is, then next week I won't have any kind of healer because Occultist is stressed out here. I could replace someone for this Vestal, maybe. But we're pretty tight on space right now. So maybe next week we just skip the apprentice missions. Oh, and because I'm deciding to take a Antiquarian Man-at-Arms dodge comp next week, I will want to grab a good Occultist. Natural Swing, Evasive. Oh, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay. This one's also not bad.
Another soul battered and broken, cast aside like a spent torch.
I don't think there's any point in taking Man-at-Arms if I'm planning on doing it with my level 5 Man-at-Arms. I shouldn't need this Highwayman, especially with Imposter Syndrome. I don't want to waste any weeks healing bad quirks off of Shard Mercenaries.
Those without the stomach for this place must move on.
I'm thinking of getting Prey. Prey might actually be one of the more impactful camp skills against Thing from the Stars. Gives everyone a little bit minus stress and more prot. It actually has some religious synergy with the Crusader here. Snake Eyes and everyone might be kind of good as well. So I could do... Oh, I need Zealous Speech too. So it'd be like Zealous Speech, Prey, that's 8, and I have 4 more points to spend. It could either be Snake Eyes or just Snake Skin. Snake Eyes would only really affect Crusader, because Plague Doctor is getting the damage to Dot. Okay, so we're good on camp, sanitarium, abbey is full, guild, blacksmith, so our last considerations here are just our skills and trinkets. Against Think from the Stars, I could start Crusader in rank 3 and Holy Lance, but I feel like I want a chance for him to roll last and stun Think from the Stars after it takes its last action. It's got a speed of 2. I really don't know how this works when it's a speed of 2. It feels like it just never lets me go last. Even when Crusader's speed has been like negative, it always like saves at least one action for after all my guys take a turn. I think I'll just stick him in rank 2 here. So Salacious Diary versus Ancestor's Scroll. Ancestor's Scroll is really only good for Crusader when camping. He can heal off a little bit of extra stress, but I think by the time we camp, we're probably not going to have that much stress. I'm hopefully going to scout out the battle beforehand and camp right before the battle. So let's just take a look at all these items. Cleansing Crystal, no. Ethereal Crucifix is a little bit too risky in this fight. Otherwise it would be pretty good against Shieldbreaker. How much is the thing's dodge? It's 5. It's not very much dodge. So when the thing gets its buff, it's 80% prot, 6 speed, 40% damage, 13% crits. Jeez. Mooncloak on anyone? I'm opting for Overture Box over the Moonring, or the Mooncloak. 15 prot over 15 max HP. It's a difference of about 5 HP. Let me see, how much damage can the thing crit for when he gets his buffs? An Apprentice Vorpal Strike hits for 6 to 9. So 9 times 1.5 for the crit damage is 13.5 times the... Okay, so 13.5 in Torchless, I believe, is it's like a 100... Let me double check. So it's like 30% more damage and 0 light. So if he's critting for 13.5, you multiply that by 1.3. So the Think from the Stars is critting for about 17 damage, 17.5 damage before his huge buff. So if he gets the buff, that's plus 0.4, 1.4. Or multiply that by 1.4. So he's critting for up to 24, 25 damage in Torchless when he gets his buffs. So I just gotta make sure that everyone is like above 24 damage. If they dip below 50%, I might actually have to equip a scale. If I have prot... If I have 15% prot, so multiply that by 0.85. So with 15% prot, I'm shaving off like 4 damage. The HP increases more than 4, so plus avoiding the plus 10% stress is also good, and we still get dodge. I think this makes sense. Yeah. I think this fight is more about outlasting Think from the Stars, as opposed to worrying too much about damage, because I can get a lot of damage in with... Actually, I can get a lot of damage in with Plague Doctor and Shield Breaker, but not dying is going to be the most important thing here. Alright, let me see what their skills are going to look like. For Thing from the Stars, I will want Battle Heal. Wait, how much is the Blight from Thing from the Stars? Battle Heal might not matter. It blights for 5, so even if Crusader, if someone's at death's door with that bleed for 5, healing for 3 to 4 versus healing for 1 to 2 is not going to be a big difference. The minus stress might actually be more impactful. I guess I could just take Holy Lance off if I do scout the battle. There's no point in keeping Holy Lance on. I can just do Battle Heal and Inspiring Cry to be a little more consistent. The last consideration here is whether I want to buy Spectral Spear Tip for a little bit more damage and survivability on Shield Breaker. Wolf is not going to spawn. If I do buy the Spectral Spear Tip, that means I'm forced into delaying Wolf even further, because I won't have the Mirror Shield. That's a tough choice here. Question is, how well can I expect to do against Wolf without the Mirror Shield? I do have the Guardian Shield, but Wolf does stun, and if he stuns Man-at-Arms, then we're in big trouble, I feel like. Or maybe the solution to that is to focus the Barrel of Bombs when that happens. I still have a chance. Let me take a look at how much the Barrel of Bombs health has. It's 25 health with... Oh, it's 30 health on Bloodmoon with 0 protection, so I could two-shot it pretty reliably. Let's take a look at the Spectral Spear Tip again. 15% damage, 20% Blight Skill chance, and 15% max HP. This is basically Overture Box, but I'm replacing 8 dodge with 15% damage. It sounds pretty damn good. Then I can use a Spectral Spear Tip against Baron as well. Yeah, screw it. I could always replace the Mirror Shield on Man-at-Arms with, like, and reduce stress item or something, like Dark Crown or Aria Box. That might also be kind of good. Alright, it was a hard decision, but we're gonna note that. Made the hard decision to buy Ashen Distillation and Spectral Spear Tip over the Mirror Shield. Okay. And then the rest of these skills. Adder's Kiss is great for Sting from the Stars round 1. Impale can be good to kill the crystal at the same time sometimes. Captivate doesn't really do anything. Got 2/2/2s, 3/3/3s, 3/3/3s, 3/3/3s. Camp skills. We got Disease Removal for Hysterical Blindness. We have Prey. Zealous Speech. Snake Skin. Okay. I think it's time. Now we just have to hope that we actually spawn him. We didn't get to spawn him last time when we had the Helping Hand event, so I'm hoping that we get a chance this time. How many herbs do we need? Let's see how many debuffs he has. He has 2 different debuffs, so I probably want a full stack of herbs just in case. Full stack of scales at least. All the holy water we can get. A couple keys. And I think the crystally summons can apply horror, but we don't need... We're not that worried about that. Let me double check the crystal. Crystalline Aberration Can actually apply Horde to the whole team, if I recall. Yeah. Maybe just get a full stack of those. And then we're sad because we're poor again, but what can you do? Shovels, herbs, keys, laudanum. Don't need any blood. Anything I can sell here? Maybe the toy soldier I don't need. But the full set together is not bad. Alright, enough delays. Let's get to it here. It's Thing from the Stars time. Let's go. Let's do it. Thank you, Blaster Decimo. So yeah, I think From the Stars is generally my most concerning boss outside the Fnatic. I did hear from Mathjack that Sarul had his run ended by Think from the Stars, and I came pretty close on my Week 87 run to losing to him because I got surprised by him. So he could literally be anywhere right now. In which case, maybe I want to equip Holy Lance in case we gotta get Crusader forward. And then I want to be pretty generous with scales, but then again, we do have 3 sources of healing if someone gets to Death's Door, so I'll have to decide how I want to handle that. And for rune battles, we can switch our skills around a little because we know Thing from the Stars is not going to spawn from a rune battle. And I really hope we get some scouts here. Just kill this thing. Yeah, it's so easy to blight these things with double blight trinkets. Feels really nice actually because of how much protection they have in the wield. God damn.
Maintain the offensive.
Let's get a little speed buff.
A momentary abatement.
Thanks, Amino Jakku. Hope you have fun as well.
So too will resistance.
Got no time for loot here. Okay, perfect. We got to use the shovels. We can take off the map when we're walking.
Victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I don't know how he's dodging with double minus dodge trinket. He's got minus 10 dodge. He's still dodging these things. Oh, speaking of dodge.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
It's so fun to blight these guys. I usually can't. I don't know why I'm doing Spirit, the cleave heal when there's no stress to be healed from crits. This is gather 3 medicines, by the way. Okay.
This is how a life is taken.
Okay, good. Scout. That could be thinking the stars. I don't want to just camp whenever, because the buffs could run out before I went to think from the stars. If I get too stressed from thinking the stars to the point where I can't finish the quest, that's not the biggest deal. Okay, so it could be Thing up here. Switch our skills around. Maybe we drop the gold to get the map off. I really want gold though.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
I want to open the pack the chance for a map now, because I didn't get a scout. Okay. It's too bad. Now I have to get Holy Lance up. Good. Map? Okay, for room battles, we can get Holy Lance. Yeah. Okay, there's one medicine.
Ambushed by foul invention.
If it starts getting close to the end of the quest, then I'll consider a camp, because I know if Think It from the Stars is here, then the camp buffs will last until I see him. So maybe around here, I'll consider camping. Or even here. Yeah. Statistically, I think if I camp here, I still have a chance of having the buffs last till Think from the Stars. Oh god. This is not cool. Okay, wow. I don't know how you outsped. Nice! Okay, the only mark is down. Whew, Spider's still giving me a scare like 10 years later. Okay. It's troubling. I kinda wanna double stun this guy now. Nasty stuff.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands. Back to the pit. Well struck.
Sweet. Think it'd still be in this hallway. Okay, this could be thing. Seeing as these hallways are all empty, I think the camp buffs should last now then. Yeah, one fight here, and then if thing is here, then I think it makes sense to camp.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Pray. Sell a speech. Snake skin. The cure. Okay, well that sucks because it makes me have one less battle for my camp buffs. Should be okay.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Impressive. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay, this could be thing now. Okay, okay, we were ready for him. I do not regret the camp buff now. Oh, perfect, okay. We have all the opportunities, we have everything lined up perfectly for this to happen. Alright, give me a moment here, guys, to get myself together. Oof. Yep, it's time to lock in. Okay. We're popping holy waters on everyone. Oh, hello, lag. Okay. We're guaranteed to blight him because we bought the Ashen Distillation. Oh, hell yes! Okay. We couldn't roll last for the stun. Maybe Vestal can roll last for the stun. Couldn't even blight him anyway. Oof. Okay. We're still okay. It's not... he hasn't ramped up yet. Question is if I want to try stunning here or just healing. Probably just healing. He has 85... yeah. Okay. Hmm. Oh yes. I have to kill this. So don't stun my Crusader.
Another one falls.
Okay, I think we got it, guys. I think we got it. This was not that bad. He only used Vorpal Blade once. It didn't crit me, I believe. Oh, he's actually getting fast. Oh, look at that difference in damage. Adder's Kiss now only does 2 to 3 damage, whereas the armor piercing does 8 to 15. It's kind of nuts. Okay. Just need to make sure we kill the crystal. Okay, good. I think he's dead. Yeah. Alright. not that
from
bad.
the stars. Let it return to them.
Okay, everything came together as planned. Yeah. Well, I guess to be fair, this team that I brought together this week was a lot better than the ragtag team I had during my the last time I tried this on my week 87 run. I had like a grave robber, which isn't as good as just like I think, to be honest, these are the perfect 4 characters to take on Think from the Stars. This is my ideal team. The only other thing you could do is maybe a second shield breaker, but I think Crusader's buffs really helped us to prevent us from afflicting. Yeah, that was not bad at all. I mean, I'm happy. And we were fresh out of camp too. It's always beautiful to see. So now we can just stick Crusader in rank 3. And he can lance all day. Yeah, I mean, it's just worth considering too. I did the math beforehand, right? So once he gets below 40% health, or 45, whatever, I had to scrounge together a lot of different data sources for this, but I calculated it out to be a 25 maximum hit off Vorpal Blade. So any way you slice it, that could literally end the run at any time. Like, if he like phase gnawed and put a blight on someone here, and then Vorpal striked him, and that person rolled first next turn, they could have died. So it's like even scales don't really help with that. Like you literally have to put scales on at like 25 HP. I don't know. It's definitely a very scary fight with a lot of variants. But Shieldbreaker landing a crit, Plague Doctor rolling first every time. That's why Plague Doctor is so good. I did, do a lot of consideration if I was worth buying this item, because I do have other items I need to buy. But that 25% Blight skill chance pushes it over the edge so that he can Blight thing every time. Plus the other bonuses are pretty good too. I've come full circle on this item. I liked it a lot at first when I was playing, then I started not liking it, and now I'm back to liking it after seeing how well Witch's Vial does with a 40% Blight chance against Wield and Warren's enemies. I think I've been sleeping on this item. Yeah, that's what I mean, man. It's, and I think Magic told me Sarul lost to it too recently. So, Think of the Stars is nothing to scoff at. Like, you need to have a good team ready for him. So, now that Think from the Stars is dead, I can actually dismiss this Shieldbreaker. She was, like, Thing is the only reason why I even scouted this Shieldbreaker. This Plague Doctor has to come with me to Veteran, because I need more Plague Doctors for more bosses, so I'll try to roll some good quirks on her. Okay. It's not great, but it'll do. Might as well just swatch this off when I'm walking. Okay, so we have all the quest items now. We know where they are.
Executed with impunity.
And let's see. I think I want to get, yeah, at least these 2 people low stress, so they can come out next week if needed. And like I said, now that we have now that we've used up all our shards for these 2 farmstead items, we do need to rush the farmstead ASAP again to get enough shards for the Mirror Shield before Wolf comes. So I probably have to do Endless again like this week even, and then I have to block Wolf following Endless Harvest so that I have Man-at-Arms gets a chance to stress heal. These are all notes I made, like, when I'm up at night thinking, like, I jot notes on my phone about how to prepare for worst case scenarios. Like, a lot of this stuff I planned today, a lot of these decisions I executed today were all things I thought of, like, last night after playing. Just, like, things spinning around in my head. Today I was playing poorly and lost a good run to Veteran Pounder. Ah, it sucks, man. You should, I don't know if you've watched me play Veteran, or any Pounder for that matter. I already beat Veteran this run, but it is, you know, it really doesn't have to be challenging if you take the right team. In both Apprentice and Veteran, I ended that fight with full HP and literally 0 stress on everyone. I think it's super, super easy if you just take the right team. But even if you know the right team, you don't always have the right team available, so that I understand too. Like, I saw Ash had a really crazy clip where he lost to it was either the champion or the veteran pounder, but he didn't have like a great team for it. So again, that's part of like the macro decision making. And then you have to be flexible too. You can't just have like the one go-to team for every boss. Sometimes you have to have a couple different options ready, like I did for the crew boss. Just have to be flexible as well.
Precision and power.
Oh yeah? What was the misplay? I'm curious. Was it not targeting the matchman what you could? Usually that's the thing, is like, you try to target the pounder with the first few guys and then you save one guy for the matchman but you miss or something. I could see that going wrong. Yep, yeah, that's completely fair. Happens to everyone. You learn very on, like, even if you have to waste some damage killing the matchstick man, just do them, like, with the first few guys that have turns, and then you use the remaining turns on the Brigand Pounder itself. But, perfectly understandable.
Is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Okay, my cooldown stress healing Plague Dr. Vessels, they can go out next week.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a
No.
slow and insidious.
You gotta be careful when you do default party order. Sometimes if you're in the middle of walking, like, it counts as a backtrack when they move position, so always try to stand still when you hit this button, or be like in a room where backtracking doesn't matter.
Handsome reward for a task well performed.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
We know what literally every single curio is now, so I know we don't need Holy Wonders. You know there's no Shambler's Altar.
Hacks laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I didn't see any shovel curios either, right? Like graves or anything? I'm pretty sure I did not see any grave curios. Pretty goddamn sure. I can't remember if this place needed a key though. But you know what? Anti-venoms will do just fine too. Well, no, not necessarily, because I just pitched the shovels. Sometimes it's anti-venom, sometimes it's... Oh, you know what? There was a fountain here to use the holy water on. Okay. Silly me. I almost forgot it's high infestation. Like, I haven't gotten a single hero infected by the Crimson Curse for the entirety of this, like, infection cycle. I've been in high infestation for a couple weeks now. I still haven't gotten any, curse. Except for one Highwayman, who the curse is actually decent on. I can bring that into Wolf and take some blood. I think the key to Wolf, like, I used to adopt a stall strategy for Wolf because I knew that stress is such a big deal on walking to the way to Wolf, and then Wolf himself does so much stress damage that used to always take a Houndmaster so I could stall stress heal on the way to Wolf. But on the few times I didn't have a Houndmaster available, I just took, like, replace him with like a Hellion or something, or a Highwayman. And rushing Wolf down, like, within a few rounds is also a very effective strategy, so that the stress doesn't have a chance to really ramp up. Okay, I'll take a shovel.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
No, I don't need the shovel, I have the keys. In this scenario, I kind of actually want some battles to spawn so that I can stress heal these two characters more. I don't know if I ever pop the XX though. I don't think I'm really willing to risk it. Well, I could literally take on Baron any week I wanted right now too, so that's not a big deal either. Let me double check if this thing needs a key. It does not. Okay, so that means we just grab the... we just use the last stack of keys here.
If only
And then we're just chilling.
the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Oh, whoops, I did that thing I said I shouldn't do. Madman. Huh. Got like 20 dodge, man. Let's see you use it. I don't care, I'm dismissing her anyway, so. Maybe this man will give us the last box we need, which is the best one.
A powerful blow. Obliterated.
Oh, there's the holy water we need to reduce stress on the Crusader.
Triumphant pride precipitates
Perfect.
a dizzying fall.
We're kind of done with portraits for the foreseeable future. The only thing this builds towards now is the Highwayman district. So that's the least important thing I need for now. Oh, I guess I should have used the bandage before I tossed him, but whatever, it's 1 HP. So if I can get that stress heal off on Crusader, then I don't really even need to put him in the Abbey either. What was this Kiryu here? Like a pack? Anyway. Yeah. At 50 stress, he's good enough in Apprentice at this stage of the game.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Okay, one more hunger check. It's really nice that we got Thing of the Stars taken care of this week too, so I can dismiss Shieldbreaker and make room for another hero that's actually more useful, like maybe level 3 or something. Really? Through the Blight Resist too? Wow. Let's see if we can spawn one more battle. Let me test my theory that it doesn't matter how many tiles there are. It should just be like a 1/6 chance of spawning, period, if I do this. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's starting to annoy me. 9. Well, now this could be this empty tile could be a hunger check, so I gotta clear this trap to keep doing this. Like, someone's gotta explain how I never spawn battles. Like, they spawn instantaneously when I don't want them to spawn. Okay, there we go, it's a battle at the end of the hall. Oh, we got Crusader down to, oh, spoke too soon.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes. Behold the infinite malignity of the stars.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm game. This is a pretty good team for it. The shuffle was not the greatest, but
How quickly the tide turns.
because I do want the candle for Farmstead and Torchless. It's a little bit concerning. Okay. I'm gonna be ready to escape this one. It's so bad. Please go first. Okay, thank you. Nice.
Vigor is restored.
Oh, still no. First Affliction.
Fear and frailty finally claim their due. The ground quakes.
Okay, Shambler dead. Good. Okay,
Singular
not bad.
strike.
I only got the last item we needed.
This expedition at least promises success.
The only thing is that they're pretty stressed. Maybe I tried to roll a Virtue on Crusader or something. There we go. That's all I need to see. Okay. Yes, let's freaking go.
Gasping.
Alright,
The edge.
make a couple notes here. So, accurately
These
predicted
tonics and herbs will
thing
stave off infection
fight and
neutralize
camped
contagion.
the tile beforehand, dispatched him without any issues or danger. Ended dungeon with full loot and even killed last Shambler to get the candle. And so, okay, so we get an upgraded description now. That's 5 Shamblers killed, which is kind of crazy because I feel like by this stage of the game, previously I would have like 10 Shamblers killed by now. Yeah, not much loot, but here's a tip for you guys. I'm not gonna explain. Oh, love interest, that sucks. Grey Rot, yeah, deadly. Okay, well, she's going away. So, once you get all 5 Shambler trinkets, I've never seen anyone talk about this, but I talk about it all the time. I always keep all the Shambler items until I get all 5. Then I sell the Tentacle Idol for 7,500 gold. So the reason I wait until getting all 5 and then I sell the Tentacle Idol is that every single time I run to the Shambler after this, he's always going to drop the Tentacle Idol. And imagine your whole team is stressed out from like the Shambler. What's the one trinket you would want, like as an extra on that mission? It's going to be Tentacle Idols. You can try to roll virtues on the stressed people. So it's kind of like, by selling it, it's kind of like a hidden trinket slot for when you run to Shambler. And you can just have that when you need it the most. I finally get to cash in that 7,500 gold too. So this week we made about 5,000 gold from the bank. It's week 59 now, I believe. Yeah, okay. Only 5,000 from the bank, and there's no whatchamacallit, there's no offerings for a apprentice quest with Antiquarian, which is fine, I think. If I can replace Plague Doctor with a better one, I would. We have a Twilight Dreamer Highwayman here. I don't think I need Highwayman. Yeah. The reason I'm such a stickler for not abandoning dungeons is specifically for Shambler and Champion missions. Like, he has such a high rate of spawning in Champion missions, and I'd say it's almost like a 50-50 that he forces you to retreat on those sometimes. So, like, all my retreats I want to save up for Champion missions when I run to Shambler, basically. So, I'm thinking a big consideration for me this week is doing the Endless Harvest again. That way I can get Man-at-Arms to level 6, and then he'll be a lot less stressed for the wolf fight. Could be a good way to get a couple of these guys to level 6, actually. And then, following that, I will have to get a quest, a town event quest, so I can block Wolf while Man-at-Arms stress heals in the Abbey after Farmstead. So let me see what team I can scrounge together here. I did say I want to go for the dodge comp that I've tried before. Like, that's where we got this Luminous Antiquarian. We grab ourselves like a Occultist. I think the evasive one makes the most sense for a dodge comp. Oh, but you know what? I need a Houndmaster for this comp. Can I grab a Houndmaster this week? Oh! Perfect. That's some luck right there. I should never need Vestal, because I already have a couple level 6, level 5 Vestals.
Suffer not the lame horse, nor the broken man.
Faded is honestly not that good. Like, it's probably something like a 5% chance to turn a miss into a hit. And he's only going to be missing like, 1 in 10 attacks maybe, just say. So this only comes into play like 5% of 10. So yeah, it's really not going to do much most of the time, but hey, I'll take it. So if I were to take this team, let's see what dodge trinkets I have available. We do have a lot of dodge trinkets. That's why I bought, like, both the camouflage cloaks I have, I literally bought. Who would these make the most sense on? We have feather crystal, camouflage cloaks. We have the bag of marbles. We have feather crystal. We have overture box. And then mirror shield would have really rounded out this team. Oh, we do have ancestor's candle as well. It's a 10% chance to hit after the first miss, so a 10% chance to hit for a 10% chance to miss. Like, Faded might come into play like 1 in 100 times with decreasing value the more accuracy you get. I really don't value that quirk at all, but it's better than some other useless quirks like Backtracker maybe. I guess I'd rather have Faded than Backtracker. I've never even seen what the animation looks like for Faded. I'm sure it must have like some kind of indicator when it triggers, but if there is, I don't know, because it's just so rare I've never even seen it happen. What trinket did I get for this week completing that quest? It's probably something stupid. I guess so, this for sure. What trinket did I get this week? Probably Tomb of... No, I got this on the way there, which I'm also going to sell. It was an apprentice quest, so it would have been a green item. What did I get? Oh, this thing. Goodbye. I mean, like for example, Imposter Syndrome has its own animation I've seen. Well, it's not even an animation, it just has its own sound effect, like they just skip their turn. I don't know what Faded is, honestly. I'm sure there is like an indicator. Oh, this is free, okay. So we're going to use this on a champion guy. Oh, and I'm going to replace Shield Breaker, so I guess I'd rather have a second Vestal, because yeah, like I said, I just had my Vestal get to level 3, which is one of my goals. And that means now I have to get a Vestal for apprentice missions, so goodbye Shield Breaker. You did your purpose, and I salute you.
Those without the stomach for this place must move on.
I might as well kick the Stress Jester for this one, too. Hot to Trot, yeah. Yeah, he's certainly a better Jester, so no reason keeping this guy.
Send this one to journey elsewhere, for we have need of sterner stock.
A rookie mistake? I wouldn't say so, because, look, I only have 10 busts now. Every bust I've used so far, I've needed. Like, I've made mostly all the upgrades. I'm saving this last upgrade for the free building upgrade events, because I've already upgraded the blacksmith and the armor fully. So it's either going to be this one or maybe I should just get patience cells now, so if I do get the next building event, I can unlock this. What else could I use busts for? There's no more districts that require the busts, so it's really only for the sanitarium. Yeah, I might as well get this now, so if we get the free building upgrade, I think I'd rather unlock this one. This upgrade is so expensive, it's almost like as much as this one, honestly. It's crazy.
front line of
is
this war
bonkers,
is
man.
not in the dungeon, but rather inside the mind.
Again, I think I'm gonna keep. If anyone disagrees, let me know. But I think that Rabies on Hellion, when she has Hell's Hairpin, is actually pretty freaking good, if you ask me. I don't know that I've ever had the opportunity to leave it on her before, but it just seems amazing. Okay, so we want to spend the free event to get something expensive locked in. Fear of Eldritch has to go at some point. So does Weak Grip on Life. But it's more expensive to lock stuff in. I do need to get rid of this, and lock in this, so this is a consideration. I need to get rid of Paranormania, but it's not as big a deal. Tippler, Hippocratic, I should probably do these ones. Especially because it's locked in, yeah. I think that makes the most sense for this week. I've been waiting on this one for quite a while. Yeah, it's an amazing, slot for sure, but it costs so much. 20 busts, like I would have to have skimped out on the granary or not gotten like 2 of these cost reduction upgrades. The other thing is having 2 slots open every week is really like efficient, but also costs a lot more. Like I am not rich this run. I got the bank so late because I opted to upgrade the guild for the Fnatic, an easier Fnatic fight. Let's see how I'm gonna do this one. Oh, we do have Protective Collar. That would make sense here. We have so many dodge trinkets. It's really nice. Who should get Overture Box? Let me reference how Thick Veiny Sausage did his run with this team. He's what inspired me to take this team like a long time ago when I was still kind of like an intermediate this game. Let me just kind of reference what he did. I think he took the farm set item for Antiquarian. Guess I lost this video. I didn't save it. Maybe it's in my tab somewhere. Yeah, okay, here we go. No, that's not it either. Alright, I just have to look it up. Yeah, he had Mirror Shield on, which I don't have, unfortunately. I almost feel like although he put Camouflage Cloak on Man-at-Arms, I kind of disagree because of the stun resist. He already had Ancestral items too. You know what? Okay, so he put the Answers to Scroll on Houndmaster, which kind of makes sense. I could see that for the stress healing. Which I guess, yeah, I guess I just slapped this on you. Then he just had... I guess I would put Overture Box on Occultist here then. He had the... okay, I see. He had bought the antiquarian farmstead trinket. I can't afford that anyway, so... I really don't want to buy this anyway, but I can't afford it, so I won't do that. I actually have to leave this empty because Man-at-Arms has to go in here next week, following the Crimson Court. Locking in perks and apprentice levels? If you have the gold, sure. I feel like during apprentice in the first 30 weeks, like, it's so expensive. I guess it depends on how quickly you can build the bank. Okay, so... who do I want to stress heal besides Man-at-Arms? You can't do anything anyway. It's probably going to be Vestal then. The other thing is, if I have extra bus to spare, I'd want to get some more slots here, because this is kind of starting to be kind of annoying. I do want to have this Vestal Curative Stress, because this is the best Vestal against Wolf, looking at her, because she has hard noggin, so you won't get stunned, and Manslayer obviously works against Wolf. But I might as well wait till next week, because no one comes out of here anyway until next week, following the Endless Harvest run. Let's get Man-at-Arms upgrade for now. Do you play on Bloodmoon, Blaster Decimo? In Bloodmoon, everything is twice as expensive, so that might change how you play, but maybe you are. Okay, so for Antiquarian, the loadout, it's gonna be Vapors, Get Down, yada yada. For Man-at-Arms, it should be, let's see, Fleet Reconstruction, I guess Vulnerability Hex for Houndmaster. Take like this. And during the regular battles, Man-at-Arms can take Crush instead of Bolster. So I gotta level up Command. Am I really committing to this week? I think it makes sense. Similar challenge, Deathless, Torchless. Fair. Good on you. It's a very respectable challenge. You know what? No, I want Feather Crystal on Occultist, because I don't want him to get stunned. Does that make sense? I guess the minus stun resist doesn't matter on Antiquarian of anyone. Everyone else can, Man-at-Arms can kind of just guard her if needed. Maybe I should have taken, well, I guess I could put Ancestor's Candle here. Who's doing most of the damage, though? That's the question. I guess Man-at-Arms with her post kind of makes sense with Ancestor's Candle. It's not a whole lot of dodge, though. Do I have any other dodge trinkets? I have Suncloak. But Suncloak might make more sense on someone else. A little bit of protection on her. What am I doing? Maybe Protective Collar is kind of overkill. Plus 10 dodge. His HP is comparable to Occultist's, 35. He has slightly more HP than the Occultist. It's 25%, so how much is he actually healing more from this? 25% of 6, he's probably healing, okay, a respectable amount, maybe 8 to 9 more, 8 to 9 stress heal instead of 6. That's worth it. Or no, more like 1 to 2 more, still. Yeah, I guess I'll go with this. I think I've only taken this team out like once in Endless Harvest, so I really got to get in the groove of using it. Let me just take one last look around to see if there's anything else I want to do. Can't be anything in the wheel. Now that I've destroyed things from the stars, I'm literally not going to interact with them again for the rest of the campaign. Like, literally never going to touch him again. Like, I would not touch him with the 50-foot pole. Before I can take on Swine King, I need to get Man-at-Arms leveled up. I do have an Occultist. Okay, yeah, but things I don't have a level 3 Houndmaster. Yeah, I have to be a little bit creative again for the team comps I'm taking against the last veteran bosses here. This Man-at-Arms, how does you stack up to my other one? Hot to Trot? No, this one is way better. Okay, so we're definitely committing to doing Endless Harvest this week, I think. And then next week we are just going to do a veteran or apprentice town event quest. Alright, let's lock in those skills now then. I wonder if I'm ever taking Bellow. Probably not. The other benefit of doing Endless Harvest is getting a lot of gold. I could probably get easily 20k as long as I kill the sleeper. I don't like to abuse Endless Harvest though. Like, I know someone once asked me if I want to do like a all district run on top of all the challenges I'm doing. And I really didn't get it at first, but then it hit me like, oh yeah, you just do Endless Harvest like 10 times and then get all the shard dust that you can convert into heirlooms. And I don't think that, like, it's just a labor thing. It's not like a skill thing, I think. It depends on whether you're counting deaths in Endless Harvest, which I kind of am. But just running Endless Harvest back to back like 10 times to get all the heirlooms and districts you need is like not something I really feel for my own challenge here. Last time I got to week 87, I think I literally only did Endless Harvest twice, and then I got everything I needed as far as districts and items, and I just didn't go back there, because I didn't want to die there. But again, if I die there, it's not the end of the world. I think trading 2 dodge... Yeah, okay, this is way better than Protective Collar. I get plus 15% damage and 5 prot at the expense of 10 stress, and I lose 2 dodge, but it's fine. Nothing I want to sell. Yeah, on one hand, you're right. Like, it is optimal strategy. If you want to maximize your odds of completing the challenge, then yeah, you just do Endless Harvest, like back-to-back 10 times. But imagine how bad you'd feel if you lost a challenge, like after spending like days and days and days doing Endless Harvest. I don't know. I don't like Endless Harvest enough to just spam it like that. It's really not very exciting for me. Okay, I think we're committed to doing this. Let me make some notes here. So week 59, we're taking Anti, Houndmaster, Occultist, Man-at-Arms, Farmstead, Champion, Endless, recruited a Mercenary, Houndmaster just in time for the opportunity. Going to get Man-at-Arms to level 6 before Wolf. Imagine repeating the challenge 80 plus times. Yeah. But to be fair, Blasterdissimo, this is only the second time I've gotten this far. Like, as long as I get past like week 30, I tend to go a pretty long time, so I don't even have an opportunity to do Endless Harvest to that point. Like, all of my attempts, the 80 plus attempts, were all like under, like the bulk of them, like I want to say 90% of them were under week 15, and the remaining were under week 25. So I never even had an opportunity to do Endless Harvest until now. And Sarul, it's pretty dedicated how many attempts he's going. I respect that. I've only tuned into him now and then. From what Matt Jack tells me, he plays pretty aggressively. Like, I know he lost to Think from the Stars apparently after trying to do him back to back to back like 3 times. I mean, well, at least he tried to do Think from the Stars more than once, which I don't understand. Like, it's such a scary fight that I don't understand why you would ever risk more than once. I don't know if he was trying to get shards or he just needed to do those areas before, like, to progress his run. I don't know. Okay, again, I'll spare 1 single scale for Endless Harvest. I won't expend more than that, because, again, as much as I would love to avoid dying in Endless Harvest, I'm not gonna put my actual challenge at expense to do it. Unfortunately, these guys will be taking a lot of our shards, but it's alright. Let's take a look at their quirks. Let's get a real understanding of these mercenaries before we take them out. So, flawed release is pretty bad, but we're gonna have to stick to it. This is pretty good. And this is just our phenomenal man-at-arms. Fengophobia, though. That's a little bit unfortunate, but no matter what, I should be able to get him to level 6. He only needs 70 XP. So even beating the Miller, I think, would accomplish that for me. So we got stack of herbs, stack of keys, don't need shard dust, don't need more scales. Okay, everything should be good. Now I almost kind of regret selling the Tentacle Idol here, because I could just replace the Ancestor's Candle with Tentacle Idol and try to go for some Virtue farming, but too late for that. Alright, enough dilly-dallying. Let's get to it here. Here be bathroom.
Poor Miller. Thrice a victim. The seasons took his livelihood. I took his land. And now, uncountable years later, the comet has taken his humanity. My only regret is that I did not live to see that shoddy mill smashed to pieces by the miraculous bounty I reaped from beyond the void.
Okay, so I've only taken this team out like one time before when I was kind of like an intermediate player. I do have to get a feel for the strategy again. I think that I'm just going to be spamming dodge vapors all day and spam dodge vapors, hit like command every single turn to get accuracy and damage up. And then Occultist is going to be alternating heals, sacrificial stab, and stuns, also vulnerability hacks. I guess Hellmaster is just hitting Hound's Rush or Hound's Harry every single turn, and stress healing when we need to. Doesn't seem that hard to play. I'll say this team looks a lot safer as far as avoiding dying, because you can bail a lot faster. You have more time to bail because you can dodge so much compared to like my go-to team of Vestal, Jester, Highwayman, all that. It is slower though. Ah, that sucks that happened. So I'm going to alternate between Retribution and hitting command. I don't know if this is how Thick plays it, but it makes sense to me. I don't want my team scrambled though.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Guess I start healing.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Prodigious size alone does not dissuade.
Our dodge is getting up to like 60. It's not crazy or anything like that. I wonder why it's not crazy. Oh, no, it's getting there. It's because I missed a round because she had to get back. That's why.
quarter.
Yeah, not much to commentate on. It's kind of just like a much slower paced gameplay. It's hard to say if it takes more or less skill than the standard damage comp. Because there's... like, you have a lot more room for mistakes, I'd say, but it's also a very non-linear playstyle.
Executed with impunity.
Boy, is it a slog, though.
Precision and power.
You know what? I should focus on healing stress with crits for now. He always gets hit by that move.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Unnerved.
I didn't know you could crit for that much, huh?
Another abomination cleansed from our lands. A singular strike.
I would hate to get scrambled by this guy again.
Well struck.
Uh-oh. Okay, good.
A victory. Perhaps a turning point. A devastating blow.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Yeah, he's hitting 2 more stress with the Ancestor Scroll. He's just hitting that most of the time. Makes a lot of sense to have that item.
Back to the pit.
Boy, howdy.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
I might want to get that horror off.
Dazed, reeling,
20,
about to break.
20 stress? I don't know. I feel like this would just get healed off during camp or one of the pumpkin curios.
A powerful blow. preparation and improvement. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Wow, 24 stress for one move. Take that, Jester. Especially a slow-paced team like this. I can't imagine doing this like 20 times.
Resupply and recover, but be quick.
The cool thing is Man-at-Arms is, with his riposte, he's clearing a lot of his own stress just from killing things, which is nice. This thing's gonna be annoying. I really hate how this thing shuffles my team, so I'm gonna go for this first.
The ground quakes.
The bigger the beast,
Sweet.
the greater the glory.
Yeah, see, we need to use the laudanum here. Boring, boring, boring.
A decisive pummeling. A brilliant confluence of skill
damn it.
and purpose. Masterfully executed.
What are the odds we dodge this scramble? Probably not very high. Oh, okay, cool. I'll take it.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Yeah, sorry for that, but you know what? This is the only comp I know that I practice with Man-at-Arms on it in Endless Harvest. It is just simply the right
Cursed
move.
champion falls.
So yeah, you can see why I might not like doing Endless Harvest like a lot in this challenge. But hey, if you want to do this yourself, you can always take a more normal team that has a lot of damage, like the one I took yesterday. Unfortunately, that one didn't get very far as I had hoped mainly because of the level, like there were 3 level 5s instead of level 6s. I'm hoping I do better this time with 3 level 6 mercenaries. It was mainly the stress that got to me. Plus, I didn't have the Dirge of the Devoured or the Bright Tambourine on Jester, so it was really hard to roll off some of those afflictions. I think yeah, I definitely like the other team. Oh, it's hard to say. This team is kind of interesting too in its own way, I'll say. It's kind of a nice change of pace to the other team, whereas this one feels a lot more safer. You can stabilize a lot easier. Yeah, I think a change is nice now and then. As long as I get, like, this will start getting a lot more fun for me once I start getting, like, past the sleeper and fighting a lot of bosses. When I start getting, like, really up there in kills, then it starts getting really fun, because then it's like each kill you do, you're getting a lot of reward, a lot more shards. So this will get more and more fun as time goes on, for me at least, as things get harder. Right now the stakes aren't that high until I get past the sleeper and the miller. Hopefully I can defeat them with this team. I think I should have it in me to figure it out.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Oh, that's the first foreman I've seen. Kind of forgot he existed. I do really enjoy how I'm able to stabilize with the Man-at-Arms, or the Houndmaster Cry Havoc though. It's a lot more efficient than Jester, for sure. Hound's Harry is also kind of fun. And you get the equivalent of Battle Ballad with Command, which is nice. So you can heal off a lot of stuff from heal off a lot of stress from crits.
Be gone, fiend. The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
Oh, whoops. I love that sometimes you can dodge the crystal too. It's really funny. Alright, it's time for the regular enemies. This will be a little bit more challenging, I think.
The stars blaze with hateful light.
Wow. Okay. Nice. Kind of worried about these guys, but because these two like landed their attacks somehow.
Sedated.
Nice. All right, I'm starting to dodge stuff again. Oh god.
Quickly the tide turns.
Get debuffs. Yeah, we're getting minus dodge debuffs too, so that's worth considering. even with command, yeah, it's not quite enough accuracy increase. Oh, the mark wore off.
A death by inches.
Nice. Oh, is the mechanic gonna pop in here? Okay. I swear I have not seen this summoned by the Virago in like multiple campaigns. Like I've just never let it pop up. But in Endless Harvest, it's kind of more understandable. Kind of want to just kill it. It's pretty high protection. Not that much. Ugh, that sucks. As long as he doesn't get the worries. Oh, come on, man.
Another one falls.
Giant time, okay. There's a good heal. Nice. Who do I care more about stunning? I'm gonna go for the stun on the guy that's gonna die faster. Maybe I get some up now, actually. Speed the time to use. Yeah, there's some skill involved in, especially in what you choose to do with man-at-arms, I'd say. Good. Houndmaster got a turn in the mark before it wore off. Yeah, the Giant is a lot more threatening with the other team compared to this one. Oh, sweet. Fucking hate that move. Grave Arbor with a 51, yeah. I'll say this, I've told other people this before, the Giant is not threatening by himself. Because he can crit you for like 51, but he can't kill you at death's door. Because he's so slow. But in Endless Harvest, he becomes so much more threatening where enemies just keep coming and coming. And then you sometimes get like back-to-back-to-back giants like a couple times in a row. And that sucks. I will say that one of the scariest fights I ever had in my last Week 87 run was a champion dungeon where the room lineup was Fungal Claw, Giants, Virago. God, that fight scared me so much. That was probably, like, yeah, the hardest fight I've ever had in the game. At least room battle-wise. I thought for every turn so much when I had that fight. I, like, barely finished that dungeon, so I'm really sad I lost that run, because... But, you know...
Safe from the comet's maddening light. For now.
One problem with the scale is it takes up a slot that would be used for one of these things. Oh, I actually got the locket again. You know, to be honest, I did not know you get the locket twice. I purposely dropped this last time because I didn't have space in my inventory. And I'm honestly still considering dropping it now. Like, with this team... I don't think this team really needs it, but then again, like... I could just drop a stack of food or something. I feel like I just need all my items is the thing. Food is the first to go. Who would this even go on? I mean, who is really doing damage to the Miller on my team? Plus speed? I guess I could go on Houndmaster or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll grab it.
Reality regained.
I probably will drop the locket after the Miller, though. I hope I don't regret dropping that snack of food. I shouldn't. That food should last me a long time.
Annihilated.
It's really kind of unfortunate he takes 20% more stress in High Torch. I wasn't really thinking about that quirk when I was sealing stuff in. I wasn't expecting to use this strategy this campaign, but it turns out it's kind of perfect. Hell yeah. Really? The mark and everything? Why are you guys getting hit? Hello, lag. Wow, it's like their dodge is just not working now all of a sudden. Let's play this slow so we can heal the stress off during a easy farmstead wave. The strategy gets a lot better with camp too, because we get even more dodge from man-at-arms. That wasn't supposed to happen. You dodge, I don't dodge. So Man-at-Arms is actually taking 30% increased damage here because of his quirks and the fact he's level 5. It's pretty rough. Oh, what a slog. I'm not even halfway through this wave. I'm taking so many hits now all of a sudden. This guy should not be getting more accurate or anything. May have to hit Hound's Harry once in a while. Oh no, come on. What is this? Why only you? Why only you? You have dodge. I guess a little bit less dodge than everyone else, but still. That should be enough dodge. can't believe the viewers are going up as I play Endless Harvest. I would think that it would go down. Good. Okay. You stop taking stress. I could Hound Theory here to kind of end things a lot quicker, but I really want to take advantage of these waves to heal off stress. Okay, finally a decent heal. Oh, come on. It's the last person I wanted to get hit by that. Where's the dodge going? I was saying, guess it's not the easiest team to play. Although my trinkets could be better, and so could my quirks and my Man-at-Arms is level.
The abyss returns even the boldest gaze.
Yeah, on average, I'm not dodging enough stuff here. Maybe I have to protect Houndmaster instead. Well, not right now, because he's so stressed, but... Alright, this might be the last wave. Man-at-Arms should always kill this crystal. Yeah. Okay, it's not the last wave. Ouch. Well, I don't want to just die, but jeez. This turned out to be a lot harder than I thought. Ugh. Yeah, it's not the easiest team to play. Oh. Oh no. Things were looking really good on his stress for a while. I don't know how it started ramping up so much. Ugh, that sucks. Okay, good. Oh, it's not easy. Not easy. Okay.
Corrupted curiosity.
Should help when we
Begging for
have the
examination.
camp buffs from Man-at-Arms, though.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
I could see maintain equipment being kind of good here. Prat and damage when repose is my main thing. Or else accuracy and speed on someone. I don't see that being as impactful. His health is kind of getting low sometimes. Yo, Weasel, I want your thought on something. What do you think about playing inventory expansion mods on Bloodmoon with a mod that makes inventory bigger, removes nothing from the challenge of combat of stress management, it's less of a hassle? Yeah, I can definitely understand where you're coming from, making things easier. But I'd say that inventory management, hamlet management is like at least a third of the game, so I'm not interested in playing any mods that make things easier for me. The whole point is to make things as difficult as possible to challenge myself. With more inventory slots, you can bring more provisions and still bring back enough gold to maintain the hamlets, so, you know, it's really up to you. Maybe even Rampart as a place over Crush here.
Trapped in the blasphemous approximation of reality. A dizzying blow to body and brain.
It's very annoying. don't think... It seems like I'm not going to make it too far with this team, to be honest with you. So I'm going to start using up some of my provisions more liberally. Just to make sure I can get past Sleeper at the very least. I wanted to crit him so I could access this thing a bit easier. I don't know if I can hit it. Okay, good. There's too much this team needs to do. Like, Occultist has to heal everyone, Houndmaster has to get the stress off, and Aquarian has to hit dodge vapors every turn. Just like, it's too much, man. It really is too much. Start doing some other stuff. This is almost easier than the farmstead enemies. Maybe these guys have less accuracy.
Grievous
Youch.
palpable fear.
Dumbass.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
We actually take, there's actually less stress casters during the normal waves, which means that we can actually devote more actions with Houndmaster than just stress healing like all day long. Yeah, it's actually kind of easier. There we go. I almost don't want to put the mark on him because of this thing, but he has a lot of protection at least. It's a weakening curse? Okay.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Damn it. It's fine. Kind of lets you just play around this worm and just get the wave up from the other enemies. Yeah, let's do that. Let's ignore this guy. Okay, kind of stabilizing and stress now.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Yeah, the music's pretty good. I don't want this bleed for the start of the Miller, but then again, he might hit me again next turn with the bleed. Alright, last round. This buff will last to the Miller. Oops, I forgot about the crystal. Good. Oh, good.
A closer look, perhaps?
Alright, Miller time. Probably the same skills, we just use bolster. Oh, he's also taking more stress from the candle too. Ugh. Yeah, maybe I didn't think the candle through. This debuff kind of sucks. Might as well use the herbs while I have them. I don't know how long this run is going to last.
Anchored on solid ground once more.
He has 0 prot. Okay. Huh. Really? He reaps first thing? Maybe this is like where I use dog treats, honestly. The mark doesn't last long at all. That sucks. I have so much more dodge than before too, but it's like not enough. With both bolster and the camp buffs. Oh, this thing has a lot of prots. Gotta pay attention. Oh, now he has no room for the guy that guards, which is a little bit convenient for me. There's almost no need for dog treats here. That's a nasty debuff. Nice. Oh, now he can summon his little minion, though. What does that do for him? I thought it gave him like a little bit of health or a buff or something. Does he just use that when someone on my team has to lock it, I wonder? I have no idea. This boss fight is just straight up easier than most of the room battles. I can literally just stress heal in this fight. It's probably the best idea. Wow, look at them go. I can't remember the last time he's hit a reaping. There we go. I actually might get that horror off just because Man-at-Arms is the most weak to stress. Well, that was fast. 12 stress. I could. I mean, he might just apply to me again, but you know what? I'll spare it. Oh wait. I didn't notice the riposte came off. That's my only source of damage, kinda.
Some sheltered corner of reality.
I'm pretty sure I already got one of these things. Yeah, I could sell it for a chunk of money, but I kind of really want to see how far I can go on this run, so everything else I kind of need. No, I don't need this. Okay, glad I remembered that. Also, maybe I put this on someone else instead. %50 damage is not worth the stress. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Oh, you get minus accuracy though? Hold on. What else could I do? Feather crystal? Maybe just Overture Box. Seems like he's kind of struggling with HP at times.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Any advice on being a sleeper? Got stopped cold by a second sleeper. It's a very good question. I feel like the sleeper, there's not a whole lot you can do, right? Depends on if you're struggling against the fracture or the sleeper. I mean, the sleeper, he kind of just goes off every turn, and his literal purpose is to end your run. Like, he just does massive HP damage, massive stress damage. The only real tip I always do is I save the laudanums for the very end of the fight, because if you just use the laudanums early, he just refreshes the horror, so I always save my laudanums specifically for the sleeper, pretty much, because that horror is just massive. Other than that, I don't have too much more advice for the sleeper. You just have to rush him down as fast as you can. Bring a Vestal or something for heals. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna try to, yeah, wrap up here. I'm not gonna finish this tonight. Gotta get dinner. Got some people I'm meeting tonight. Let's just see how he's stabilized here. Oh wow. I'm really curious if I can stabilize Man-at-Arms' stress. Like, in some of the earlier levels, his stress was really low because he was just killing everything. Now I don't know.
Blurred vision. The end approaches.
Now he's gonna start dodging less stuff because I swapped the overture box. See, that's what I want to happen. He should be killing stuff for the post and healing off his own stress. Somehow that's not been working out as well. Was that resist disease, hopefully, is what I just saw? Okay, good. The worries would have been a pain in the ass. Yeah, stabilizing with this team is not too bad. It seems like. Oof. I'm actually gonna rush you down. Good. Uh-oh. Cool. Don't care. It's like the first rush he's taken all game almost. Keep in mind he has increased protection and damage.
Mortality clarified in a single
No disease
strike.
at least. Good. I don't want these guys being moved out of position. Okay, I am stabilizing on stress now. He's getting negative dodge, okay, that's why. I'm trying to guard him, man. Not getting it turned. Okay, good. Ah, Squiffy gassed. No. I cannot use my laudanums for you, man. Might have just to ignore you until you die. Until the wave ends. Be nice. Usually stabilized. That's pretty impressive in my eyes. We have a lot of disadvantages with this team that we're trying to overcome here. That makes up for the 0. It's fine. Doesn't matter which position they're in. Oh, it's beautiful. We got them down to 0 stress. Alright. I love to see it. Pretty much only kill this guy now. These guys are a little too evasive slash protective. I don't even know what I'm learning from playing this team. It's kind of like sometimes I'm struggling and hence stressed like a lot. Sometimes I'm just fine. It's kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, I did that because I don't mind if he gets hit and pulled up. Good. We have fully stabilized somehow. Who's gonna be easier to kill? Probably this thing. Oh, hell no, man. What are you doing here? Okay, at least the round's over after this one. Stay away from me. Okay, good. It's over.
A place of refuge. If only
Okay,
for a
well,
fleeting
sleeper's
moment.
coming up, but I gotta bail for now. So, thanks for sticking around, guys. I am gonna go get some dinner, and I don't know if I'm gonna be back on tonight. Might be back on for a little bit tomorrow. It is Valentine's Day weekend coming up, so I'll be streaming on Sunday, probably. Thank you for joining in, Pixel, as always. Thank you, everyone. Saint Dreamer, Blaster Decimo, Opie Swan. Always a pleasure to have you guys. Have yourselves a good night, guys, if I don't see you again. And take care. Let me see what I can rate out here. This guy, maybe. Rascris. Alright. Peace out, guys.